Hello! Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to learn all about anxious attachment. Anxious attachment is a style of relating to others that comes from a deep fear of losing love or being abandoned. People with this attachment style often feel insecure in relationships, even when their partner cares for them. They crave closeness and reassurance, but at the same time feel very anxious that it might not last. This usually develops in childhood. If a parent or caregiver sometimes showed love and comfort, but other times was distant or inconsistent, the child learned that love is unpredictable. As a result, the child grows up unsure if people will stay, which creates a strong need for attention and comfort in adult relationships. In everyday life, anxious attachment looks like fear of abandonment. People with anxious attachment worry a lot about being left, rejected, or not being enough for their partner. They may constantly look for signs their partner is losing interest. Need for reassurance. They crave frequent closeness, validation, and reminders of love. When they don't get quick responses, like texts or calls, they often assume the worst and may panic. Overthinking and hypervigilance. They tend to overanalyze small changes in tone, behavior, or routines, believing these could mean rejection. Clinginess and dependency. They may become overly reliant on their partner for comfort, identity, and stability, struggling to enjoy independence. Emotional highs and lows. Because their sense of security depends heavily on their partner's actions, relationships can feel like a roller coaster. Intense joy when they feel close, and deep distress when they feel distance. At its core, anxious attachment comes from a place of wanting love deeply, but fearing it won't last. This fear often makes the person act in ways that push for closeness, like calling or texting too much. But those behaviors can sometimes overwhelm or push partners away, which creates a painful cycle. Now let's listen to a conversation between Cliff and Gabriella as Cliff shows signs of anxious attachment.
Gabriella, I don't get it. You're really going to break up with me? After everything I've done for you? I've always put you first. I answer when you call, I drop everything for you, and I make time whenever you ask. Isn't that what you wanted?
Cliff, I know you've tried. I know you care about me, but this isn't working anymore. It feels like I can't breathe in this relationship.
What do you mean? You say I care too much? I only call because I need to know you're okay. When you don't answer right away, I can't stop worrying. And when you say no to hanging out, I feel like you're pulling away from me.
That's just it, Cliff. I can't be on call every second. I need space to be myself, too. When you blow up my phone with texts and calls, it makes me feel trapped instead of loved.
But I only do that because I love you. Isn't that what people do when they're in love? They show up, be there, and make sure the other person never feels alone.
Love also means trust. Love also means balance. I shouldn't feel guilty for wanting a night to myself after work or for not replying right away. That doesn't mean I don't care about you. But your reactions make me feel like I'm failing you no matter what I do.
I don't understand. I've given you everything. How is that not enough?
Because it isn't about doing everything for me, Cliff. It's about being healthy together. Right now, you're losing yourself in me, and I'm losing myself under the weight of it. That's not love.
So that's it then? You're really leaving?
Yes, because I need to. And I hope someday you'll see that this isn't about you not being enough. It's about needing space, trust, and balance.
I don't know how to handle that.
I know it hurts, but maybe this is your chance to start putting yourself first, instead of always trying to hold on to me.
Cliff shows many traits of anxious attachment in how he relates to Gabriella. One clear sign is his people-pleasing behavior. He tells Gabriella that he always puts her first, drops everything when she needs him, and does everything she asks. On the surface, that might sound like love, but underneath it comes from fear. The fear that if he doesn't give her everything, she won't love him back. This is a common anxious attachment pattern. You sacrifice your own needs, boundaries, and even your identity just to keep the other person close. But when you constantly put someone else above yourself, you lose balance in the relationship. You stop being honest about what you need, and that creates resentment, disconnection, and pressure for the other person. Another pattern Cliff shows is clinginess and the need for constant reassurance. He admits he can't stop worrying when Gabriella doesn't answer right away, and he floods her with texts and calls. This comes from anxiety and hypervigilance, the fear that silence or distance means rejection. In reality, Gabriella just needs space, but to Cliff, space feels like abandonment. This cycle is painful. He panics, reaches out more, and then feels ashamed when she finally answers and seems distant. That shame makes him swing back into pleasing mode, trying to earn her love again. At the heart of Cliff's behavior is the belief that he is not enough on his own, that he has to prove his worth through constant effort. Anxious attachers often don't fully believe they are worthy of being loved simply for who they are. That's why they overcompensate with overgiving, constant contact, and pleasing. The problem is, instead of making the other person feel safe and loved, it can feel suffocating and overwhelming, like Gabriella describes when she says she can't breathe. Healthy love requires trust, balance, and boundaries. Cliff struggles with boundaries, both his own and Gabriella's. When she asks for space, he feels it as rejection instead of respecting it as a normal need in a relationship. Without boundaries, he becomes more disconnected from himself, while Gabriella feels trapped and disconnected from him. When your heart is tied to anxious attachment, it feels like love and fear are always dancing together. You care so deeply that you lose yourself in the other person, calling, texting, reaching out again and again just to quiet the storm inside. You tell yourself it's because you love them, but deep down, it's because you're terrified of losing them. You forget that your needs, your dreams, and your peace matter too. Healing begins when you realize love is not meant to feel like chasing or begging. It is meant to feel steady, safe, and free. To heal, you must learn to pause before reacting, to calm the panic that rises when they don't reply right away. Breathe. Remind yourself that silence does not mean abandonment. Learn to build a life outside of your partner, a life full of your own passions, friendships, and joy, so that love adds to your world instead of becoming your whole world. Boundaries, too, are not walls that push love away. They are doors that protect your peace. When you stand firm in them, the right person will not leave. They will lean in with respect. Healing anxious attachment is not easy. It means looking inward instead of trying to control outward. It means reminding yourself that you are worthy, even when no one is reassuring you. It means finding safety within, so that when love comes, you can hold it with open hands instead of clinging with fear. Real love is not born from panic. It is born from trust, balance, and the quiet strength of knowing you are enough. We hope you learned a thing or two about anxious attachment in relationships. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.